Welcome to Talk is Cheap, the show where laughter speaks louder than words. I'm your host, Rhonda Corey, and we have a fabulous show for you tonight. Just sit tight, and I'm going to leave the beach, and, well, we're going to start the intro, and then we can start the show. Watch this. You're going to be like so super impressed with this. This is high tech is what I'm saying.
Talk is cheap. It's overrated. My actions speak what I'm actually saying. In the end, what you do, that's gonna hang around. I said talk is cheap. It's overrated. My actions speak what I'm actually saying. 'Cause in the end, what you do, that's gonna hang around. Well, I've seen a lot of things. Well, I've said a lot of things. Don't amount to nothing. Well, I've heard a lot of things. Well, I've seen a lot of things. Well, I've said a lot of things. Don't amount to nothing. Oh, well, I've heard a lot of things. Well, I've seen a lot of things. Well, I've said a lot of things that don't amount to nothing.
Hello, happy Tuesday, and welcome to Talk is Cheap. We are at episode number 89. 89 years old today. All right, not really. Anyway, we are so glad you're here, and we have an amazing show for you tonight. And yes, we have the Chewie Cam. We're going to check in on Chewie. Chewie has had his quiet moments, so he is just chilling right now. He just had a bag of Doritos, and now he's chilling. So let's check in on the Chewie Cam. Oh, there he is. There he is. Look how happy he is. He was turned towards the camera, and then he decided that no, he needs to renegotiate his contract. He's showing a little side profile here. So that's always sweet and lovely. So, all right, let's see who's here. We have Michelle Van Dusen here, and she says, yay, the Chewie and Rhonda show is starting. Okay, Michelle, it's called Talk is Cheap, but that's okay. You can call it that. And June Colson, yeah, is that a y'all or okay, it's just, yeah. Okay, I'm sorry. This is very small, and my eyes are going. It's Tuesday, best day of the week. Hi, Rhonda. Hi, Chewie. Shh, don't wake Chewie up. Tom Hoyes. Oh, my goodness, Tom Hoyes. Here you are. How you doing today? Mike James has popped on. Mike James missed me. I just spent some time with Mike James and Brian Kahatsu in beautiful, sunny Arizona. Very sunny, very hot. It's cold. It was cold here today. When I walked outside, normally I would have said, oh, it's kind of nice. But no, I was spoiled. So when I was in Arizona, I did not sleep a lot. So I did sleep 9 hours last night, Mike James. 9 hours. That was the most sleep I think I got total the whole time I was in Arizona. But anyway, so, yep, the bags are starting to, well, there's a lot of concealer on. Who am I kidding? Anyway, glad you popped in. I'm sure you're not staying because I know how you are. But anyway, it was fun. It was fun. I just did a weekend at Stir Crazy Comedy Club in Arizona. It was a blast. And we did a Mother's Day show on Sunday. And I tried my hand at some improv, and it was a blast. So I'm very thankful to Stir Crazy Comedy Club and Brian Kahatsu and Mike James. They passed me back and forth because they were sick of me. They're like, now you have to deal with her. And so that's how it was. But anyway, it was fun. So thank you guys for the hospitality. I had a great, great time. We have an amazing show for you. We have two of the guys that have been on Talk is Cheap before, but never together. And they are a team. So we're going to be bringing them up in a minute. And we also have career coach Natasha Mashel. She is here, and I can't wait to hear her tips. Not from me, because I like what I do. But, there's others out there that aren't really happy in their jobs. And so she's got some tips for you. So we are, Alice Green, she wants to say hi to Chewie, Rhonda, and the scorekeeper. She loves the scorekeeper, that Alice. Alice, we love you. Thanks for joining us tonight. All right, we are going to get this show rolling. All right, we're going to start up. We're going to bring them both up. Chewie, go back to sleep. All right, Chewie's sleeping now. He's happy. All right, we are going to bring up these two guys. Like I said, they've both been here before, but now together. Are you excited? Because I certainly am. Please welcome Mr. Ace Aceto and Scott Higgins to Talk is Cheap together.
Woo!
From
Yay!
the famous podcast Behind the Funny. So look at that. We're like, we are seeing the acement right now.
Yes, you are.
Yes. Yeah. Ace is live in the acement.
In the studio, in the Acement Studios, and Scott is live on a psychedelic trip behind him.
I got some Pink Floyd playing right now.
Yeah, he's in the frat house right now.
What's going on there? I'm kind of getting. Wow, man.
Yeah,
that's far out.
You thought that's a ceiling
in the middle.
You thought that's a ceiling fan above him. That's just the,
Oh my goodness, no, I don't know. I'm getting dizzy. I don't know.
That's how this is my happy place.
Oh my goodness.
It.
Hey, so anyway, let's see. We've got some people here. Oh my goodness. Karen actually made it. We've got to get you back on the show, Karen Robertson. She actually made it here she's from sunny California.
All
these sunny places, whatever. And June likes your podcast. It's a great podcast. It certainly
awesome.
is.
Thank you.
And actually, I recently was on your podcast again, and I have to tell you, I had a blast. I laughed so hard. You guys cracked me up. That was the most fun. I'm telling you, that was such a fun podcast. I had so much fun. And as a matter of fact, we have the link here in the comments to that podcast where I was on. I do have to warn you, there might be a few bad words here or there.
We have a little bit of potty mouth sometimes, but usually
I don't think we were that bad when Rhonda was.
No. I think we're very self-conscious when people who don't have a potty mouth are on, so we try not to. Like maybe one or two bad, poopy words slipped out, and made Rhonda blush. Nothing really bad. Nothing.
We might have had an accident.
Yeah, a little accident and a little poopy talk.
But you guys, you have to watch it because we found out some inner secrets about Ace. Things I never knew.
Right. And, I forgot.
Oh my goodness!
This is a family show, Rhonda.
Yeah,
we can't talk about that here.
You have to listen to that podcast because I thought I was gonna. I didn't even think I was gonna regain my breath. I was laughing so hard.
It was great.
I can't look at you the same.
Did I take my shirt off, Rhonda?
No, don't do it.
Is that why you put the button up on it?
That's why I put the button up on. Scott, is that one on YouTube yet? Because that was one of the ones that we actually did a video.
Yeah, we did StreamYard. It was one of your first, right?
That was actually, I think it was our first, right?
Yes, it was the first one on StreamYard. We did not do it live on Twitch, which we are now on. We do the show now live, Rhonda, like you, because we were so jealous of all of your success doing a live show on the internet. So we now broadcast on Wednesday nights because we don't want to compete with you on Tuesday nights.
No, we'll never win. We'll never win in that time slot.
We'll lose that time slot big. You got Chewie Cam. We can't even come close.
I know.
Compete with that.
I know. You have to go out and get a dog.
We could drug my cat, but I don't know how well that would work.
I was going to ask one of my kids to lay on the dog bed on the floor, but I didn't think that would work. But but we Wednesday nights at 8:30. If you go to twitch.tv/drinks jokes the letter N storytelling.
All right, say that again slowly.
I was going to repeat it.
Okay.
It's twitch.tv. /drinks jokes the letter N storytelling.
Okay.
It's a channel that we're on now, and they have shows literally every night of the week. And we were lucky enough to be invited to be part of their network, if you will. And we do have a Wednesday night time slot at 8:30, and we do the podcast live now. And we also upload it where we always have, so that people can still listen like they always have in the past.
Right.
So it's still in the audio format. And then we started the YouTube channel, which I'm a little behind on because, adding a third thing to the mix now is a whole nother thing. We're having a lot of fun doing the live show. Ace put together an awesome opening. Cool. So he put together a cool little video for our opening now.
Oh, fun.
And we got our opening theme, and it adds another kind of a layer to it. Now we talk about the Aceman all the time. They can see how luxurious the Aceman is. It's basically a wall with a banner on it.
Okay,
it's a nice banner though.
But let's talk about the very first time I was invited to do your podcast, shall we? Let's bring that up again.
Sure. Let's bring up that bad memory again.
Talk about how far we've come.
Yes, exactly. We have heat now.
You have heat. So let me explain to you, if you haven't heard the story, I like to repeat it a lot because it's one of my favorite stories.
Rhonda, before you finish the story, you are known as part of what we call the Frozen 3.
Yes.
Because we did 3 podcasts in a row the exact same way yours was. Yep. And all 3 commented pretty much the same thing you're going to talk about right now. And we called them the Frozen 3, and you were the first.
You were the first
Frozen. Oh, good. Yes. And we're not talking about Frozen, the animated movie either.
Oh, no. It's not a Disney story.
No. So this isn't a Disney story at all. So I was invited to Behind the Funny podcast. Oh, and come to the studio. I was told I could come to the studio.
It's the garage.
So this is a big deal for me. I'm like really excited because I'm just starting to break into Rhode Island, a little bit. And actually, I did more shows outside of Rhode Island. So I just started getting to the Rhode Island market here and working with Ace and Scott. And so I get invited to do the podcast. So it's a big deal, you guys, right? Oh, I get to go to the studio. It is in November. I believe it was November. And that's when they recorded it. And so they're ordering pizza for me and we're going to order a couple of pizzas. I'm like, oh my gosh. I mean, I'm getting the royal treatment here. And I pull up and they're in the garage, you guys. They're in the garage. The garage in November in Rhode Island that doesn't have heat. Wait, I'm sorry. Ace have gone out to Ocean State Job Lot because only the best for me, you guys.
Just for you, I got that thing.
He got one of those little heaters because that would heat a whole garage now, wouldn't it?
Now, a side note for your viewers, Ocean State Job Lot is where the things that didn't sell at 5 other locations go to die.
Yes. All right.
Because the price tag from Job Lot is on top of 5 other price tags from all the other discount stores this stuff didn't sell in. And this is where it goes before it makes it to the dumpster.
Like Benny's. There was a Benny's sticker underneath. Yeah.
Benny's is a store that used to be here.
That's a store that used to be
several years ago.
Okay, can I? I've tried to keep quiet through this whole thing because I do deserve everything that I'm getting here. However, I would like to clarify that, here we were starting a podcast. Scott had, rented a studio for a little while. And I'm like, you're renting this space for 4 hours a month. Why not do it at my house? We could do it at my house. And when we said that, it was summertime. And we are a big fan of Mark Maron's WTF, podcast, very popular podcast. And he does it. His thing was from his garage. We're also true crime fans. And one of our favorite shows on true crime is the True Crime Garage. So we thought we were hitting it big time by doing it in the garage without really thinking about the fact that in Rhode Island, it gets a little cold in November. And so as a result of the Frozen 3, I said, Scott, maybe we should move the studio downstairs in my finished basement. And so that's why we invited you back. So you could see that we do treat our guests nice, and we had heat and actually we did it on StreamYard. So you couldn't even come into the heat.
I still got
your own heat.
The second time we did it, we did a podcast. I did a podcast with you was actually after a COVID show.
Yes.
Yes.
We didn't even
Yes.
realize it though.
It
That
was-
was
No.
actually, it was really fun. That show was really fun. And the restaurant was delicious, by the way.
Yeah.
And we had fun doing that podcast. I think Mike Kotrobis was with
Mike
us.
Kotrobis joined us. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was a lot of fun. And then the last time I had to stay home, I was told to stay at my own house. But that's okay.
You could have come here. We but we really.
Ace, we need to have her in studio
Yes.
live on Twitch.
When it's warmer, though, I just
with three pizzas.
Now she's got demands. She's got a
I'm
rider.
having demands. I will be ordering the kind of food I want and drinks and stuff like that.
Rhonda, I'll make you food. How's that? I'll make you calzones.
That's worth it. It's worth it.
This is it. You know what I want? This
it.
is what I want. You guys, this is live, so this is recorded too, so we can. I have evidence. So I would like. I'm going to pick out my meal. One of the meals that you've made on your show. Ace actually has a cooking show too. It's sporadic now, but because sometimes he's doing my show or
exactly
or other things. He's very busy. Or he's trying to defrost someone that he left in the garage. But he makes amazing meals, and he just takes a recipe, and he makes it. And he's taught me how to make a few things like amazing calzones, and which I never made. And then I started making all during the lockdown, and I gained weight. So basically, that's
you're welcome.
Ace's fault. But no, he made some delicious things. And so I will be picking from the menu. I'll go back and look through your, I don't know, that lemon butter chicken sounded pretty good.
Oh, that was fantastic.
Yeah, we did a crossover show with Mike Murray and Brad Pierce, and they came on.
Watch that.
Oh, that was
that was interesting.
That was an interesting show. Yeah, like I said, Mike Murray was like, "Hey, this tastes like butter and lemon. What is this called? Lemon butter chicken, Mike."
And I don't usually like that asparagus, but this is pretty good.
yeah. And I made asparagus in the air fryer with Parmesan cheese.
All right.
Oil.
Well, I'll probably switch
really
that out a little bit, but
you're not a cheese person.
Oh wait, I have to go back. There's a lot of comments I'm missing.
Okay. Oh, I'm so sorry for taking you away from the comment. We'll be quiet now.
Michelle had said she listened to the podcast that I was on, and it's fine.
It's fine that we bleeped. She has a potty mouth, right?
I do, yes. Yeah.
We couldn't control
more
it.
of a party mouth. It's like, woohoo. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Oh, no.
Brian Kahatsu is here. I was just with Brian.
Hey, Brian.
He's awesome. We had so much fun.
Tom Hoyes has a recipe for you, Ace.
Uh-oh. What is
it? Do you see it, Rhonda?
No, I haven't reached it yet.
Oh, wait, because there's a bunch of them. Yeah. Glad to hear it wasn't Rhonda with the potty mouth. No, Rhonda was behaved.
I behaved. Michael, you have to go
Mike
back and listen
D'Ambra.
to that. You have to listen to that podcast, and you will hear the big reveal. Let me tell you, I've never been the same. June listened to it. She said it was great. Not too much potty, and everyone.
Thank you.
Yes.
Oh, Rhonda, if it makes you feel any better, the week after we had you in the frozen garage, we had Mark Riley from Boston.
Okay, I worked with him one time.
Yeah, great guy, great comedian. He's also an actual hockey ref, and he was complaining about how cold it was in the garage. Okay,
that's when I knew it was time to move downstairs.
Yes, that was the hint at that point.
Yeah,
when the hockey ref was complaining it was too cold.
When a man who has refed in the NHL says it is friggin' cold in here, it was time to move in the house.
That's a clue. So I'll tell you a short little story about me working the very first time with Mark Riley and Bill Simas. First time with Bill Simas.
Oh.
I'm on stage and I just went blank.
Really?
And you know how you go, okay, we'll go to the next joke. Go to the next joke. There was
nothing there.
There was no next joke. Nothing was there. It was. Wow. I don't know if you ever saw that episode of the Brady Bunch with Cindy Brady when she went on that TV show and
she froze.
She saw the red light and she was like,
she was going to be the new
Baton Rouge. I call that my Baton Rouge moment. Baton Rouge. Oh, Cindy, you know the answer. That was me.
Yep. I remember that.
All right. Let's see. Okay, so yes, let's see.
I don't think I've ever totally frozen, but I've gotten
Oh,
stuck for a minute or two before where I was like, "Oh no, where was I?" And then you're thinking, "I remember a joke, but did I tell that already?"
yeah.
And so where do I go from here? And it was like, "Oh my God!" I just was like, then you start to get in that panic mode where you get the
Yeah.
cold sweats, and you're like,
It was
"Oh no."
Or you get 15 minutes later after that and you go, oh crap, I forgot that joke. That's a
I
really
forgot
good
every
one.
joke.
Do I
Yeah.
go back and do I say it? And then you somehow sandwich it in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and will it make sense now?
Yeah, probably not. But your ego takes over and you're like, no, this is a good joke. I'm telling it. I don't care.
Yeah.
Mine made no sense. I was like, ping, ping, ping. I was like, so this is what I was doing. It's like, okay. So I mentioned something about marriage, and it was like, and then I was like, okay, how many years you been married? And then and all the time, I'm like, what's my next joke?
Yeah, right.
Okay, we've got 25, 35 here, 40. Oh, you guys are going to be great at the auction. And then
You're like, where is the joke? It's not coming.
Nothing. I had nothing. Oh my gosh, I'll never forget that. And then
that's awesome.
My husband was with me, and he's usually like, he's so supportive. I get off stage, he goes, "What the heck was that?"
My favorite moment like that is when you work with John Parada and he's talking to someone in the audience. He goes, "What do you do, brother?" And the guy says a career that John has no idea what it is.
Yep.
And John just looked at him and goes, "I got nothing for that."
Yeah. Or he goes, "That's cool. That's cool."
Yeah.
That's it. And then he moves on.
That's so funny. All right, you know what we're gonna do, you guys? I mean, we like our careers, right? We're happy with our careers.
Yeah.
We just don't make any money podcasting yet.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
No,
but we love it.
But we love it. But you know what? Not everyone does. And so today I am very excited to bring on a very passionate and dedicated career coach and talent optimization consultant. She's coached and advised leaders globally, you guys, globally.
Does she teach pronunciation?
I know. I always have that, and I'm like, I can't say it when I'm as soon as I read it, I'm like, you know what? Why bother? You guys, I do comedy, and this is why. Okay,
yeah.
this is why. She's been serving clients ranging from CEOs and their leadership teams to professionals looking to make a career change for the past 15 years. But we have her here today on Talk is Cheap. This is her second time joining us. She's beautiful. She's wonderful. I love her. Please welcome Natasha Maisho. Yay!
Thank you so much for having me.
I'm so glad you're here. All right. So you have some tips for those people out there that are not happy with their jobs right now.
I do. Yeah. So let me just give you a little bit of background. So I work with there's two types of career coaches.
Okay.
And I call myself a clarity coach. So there are clarity coaches and there are strategy coaches.
Mm-hmm.
So strategy coaches work with people who know what they want to do, but they really need a strategy in order to really get their name out there, really have a great resume, go on LinkedIn, go on social media, really be able to learn some skills on how to interview so that they can get the job that they want. I specifically am a clarity coach. So what I do is I work with people who have typically been in the workforce for a while and they've been miserable for a long time. A minimum of at least 2 years. Those are usually my clients come to me and they've stayed in their job, but their life is just miserable. And I help them find out what they really want to do. So I help them just gain a lot of clarity around what is it that is going to bring life to them in their work. Because at the moment, they're not looking forward to Monday morning. They're not excited to go to work every day. And they just get up and they keep doing it year after year after year. And they come to me when they're finally at the place where they just don't want to stay stuck anymore. And so those are the people I work with. I also work with people who have no idea what they want to do, but they might be young. They may have worked their butt off and getting their degree. And now they're like, now what? I have no idea what I want to do. And so I can help bring clarity to them as well. And once they gain that clarity, I help them to then go into action and really, strategically market their strengths to get what they want.
You know what's so interesting, Natasha? I worked, my day job, I work in medical sales, and I've been with my company for 24 years. And I did a bunch of different jobs for the first 10 years. Then I settled in to the job that I'm doing now. And I've been stuck in it for about 10 years, and literally just said to my regional vice president about a month ago, I said, I'm not miserable, but I don't feel challenged anymore. I feel like I'm just on a hamster wheel. I wish we had, I called them a guidance counselor, like a guidance counselor in high school who sits with you, discusses your skill set, and says, you know what, this might be good for you. You might want to look into this. And that's what it sounds like you do, is you kind of help to guide people to get unstuck.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Awesome.
And so even within organizations, you may have someone who, 70% of the time they're doing things that suck the life out of them. 30% of the time they're doing things that brings life to them. They're excited about doing it. They're energized. But a 70-30 is not going to, it sucks the life out of you. And no matter how much money you're making, that oozes out into your life. It's not just work where you can compartmentalize it. You try to do the best you can, but those people who just are ready to really look at that and say, let me get off the hamster wheel.
Yeah.
But there are a couple tips that I can give those people who may be listening and just really aren't happy in their work and they're not sure exactly where to go from there. So the first step is to really identify what your weakness is. Now, when I say a weakness, I want to give you a specific definition. So a weakness is any activity that makes you feel weaker after doing it. So it just sucks the life out of you and you're totally de-energized. So let's say you're like actually Ace, you're saying, I just feel like I'm on a hamster wheel. I'm not really challenged anymore. I would challenge you to say, okay, what specifically are you responsible to do on a daily basis that is making you feel weaker, that's sucking the life out of you? Because it's important for you to know what that is, because the next step from there, you need to make sure you're not doing that most of the time. So that's the number one step. Number two step is to really identify what your strength is. And so when I say a strength, the definition of your strength is really anything that the specific activities that make you feel strong, make you feel alive. So let's say it's a 70-30, and the 30% of the time you're doing things that you're excited about. What is that? Really ask yourself, write it down. This is what makes me feel energized. This is what I love to do. And then what you want to do is you want to be able to say, okay, if this is a 70-30, what position within this company is going to flip that? Or even how can I go in the direction of 60-40, 50-50, because it's important for you to give yourself that time to really look at what do I want to do next. And sometimes you have to leave your organization. But what I also want to give to whoever's listening and can relate to this is I want to give you what I call a strengths exercise. And so you take the next week and you have a little notepad in your purse or in your pocket, just on you at all times, and be mentally aware of the activities you're doing that suck the life out of you and the activities that you're doing that give you strength. And I want you to just write down those things that give you strength, that give you excitement, that you, before doing them, you're excited about doing it. While you're doing it, you're energized. And afterwards, you feel fulfilled. Just jot it down. It could be the simplest little thing. If you're a new grad, it could be, I got a chance to talk to a group of people and share about X, Y, and Z. If you've been in the workforce for a while, whatever it is that you really enjoy doing. I was speaking to a client not too long ago, and, they basically said that when I first started my job, I loved it. I loved it because it was all about the customer. I could actually establish relationships with people. They knew me. I knew them. I brought life to them. I could do something for them. Now I'm so caught up with everything that sucks the life out of me from, scheduling and doing all of these minute details, and I'm further away from my customer. And so it's okay. How can you get closer to that? But so with that pad, just write that down whenever you're in the zone. And then you want to come up with a strength statement. And so what is a strength statement? You just write down, I feel strong when. When what? When I'm doing this, when I'm meeting with this person, when whatever it is. And then from there, you can articulate what it is that you love, what it is that I love doing this. And so when you're looking for other jobs, you can say, whoa, looks like I'd be able to do that in this job. Or you might look at it and say, ooh, looks like I would be doing everything that I hate, all my weaknesses. So that's just to helping, whoever's listening to gain a little bit more clarity on what their strengths are, what their weaknesses are, and to be able to take action steps in order to do more of what they love, if that makes sense.
Oh, that's amazing, Natasha. I mean, really, I'm like, I feel strong right now just listening to you.
I'm ready to sign up.
Yeah,
right now.
yeah.
I'm all in.
Here's the thing, you guys. You could. I mean, Natasha is a career coach, and you can get in touch with her on Facebook and on LinkedIn, right?
Yeah, or also direct email as well.
All right. So what is your direct email? And we'll link that here.
It's my name, Natasha Mashel, coaching@gmail.com.
There you go. So you can just, we're going to put that up in the comments. Natasha Mashel, coaching@gmail.com. It's already up there. Here we go, guys.
I already friend requested you on LinkedIn.
Awesome.
This is a great, I mean, she's amazing. I have
That's
to say,
awesome.
we talked a little bit a couple weeks ago, maybe.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, there were some breakthroughs just from talking with you. I mean, you're amazing. She's a natural at it. She loves what she does. I mean, you can see she loves what she does. And she just glows when she's just talking about it. She gets so excited, and she will get into the nitty gritty with you. There will be some tough questions that you have to answer, but by doing that, it just gets to the bottom. It gets to the bottom of it. And you were very helpful just, when we spoke. Amazing. So anyone who is maybe looking for a career change, or just, I don't know, just to find out where, where you'd be happier. Definitely. I recommend Natasha 150%. And like I said, you can email her, or you can get in touch with her on her Facebook or LinkedIn. Definitely do it. It will be worth it. It will be worth it for life, because you don't want to be doing something that you don't enjoy doing. It's no fun. And it's sucking the life out of you. And if it's doing, our lives are too short to go to work every day and hate it. And and it's going to affect everything. If you're not enjoying what you're doing at work, it's going to affect your home. It's going to affect every part of, it's going to affect your health. So thank you so much, Natasha.
Thank you so much.
We have to have you back again. I love having you on, and I just love talking to you. I love you. You're just a bright light. You really are. You're awesome.
Thank you so much. And you know what? You all love what you like. What you're doing here, you can see it as well. It exudes like the joy, the excitement, just the passion you have for what you do. And like, I feel more alive just being able to listen to you guys and just laugh. No matter how difficult life can be, that's one thing that, Rhonda, every encounter I have with you, whether it be 10 minutes on the phone or, longer time with you, it doesn't matter how difficult life is or what's going on. You have this innate ability to take me out of my situation and just be. So everything else is a little bit lighter after encountering you, because I can laugh and I can just be in the moment. And so I just want to say thank you so much for doing what you love, because it's not only fulfilling you, but it's blessing me. And I'm just so thankful. And I'm excited to just connect with all of you guys. So thank you for having me. I really.
Oh my God, I need a hug right now.
I know.
I just want to remind Natasha, you don't get paid for being on this show. No,
You don't? What?
Oh, well, that's
my
been fun.
connection.
I'll see you later.
What happened?
I wasn't going to say anything yet, but no, I appreciate that. That's so sweet. And, I'm lucky to be doing what I love to do. And I do love Talk is Cheap for that reason, because, we have people like Ace and Scott on here to spread the joy, and Natasha for you to tell us, to get a new job. So, so you guys really, you definitely want to connect with Natasha, and her info is right there on screen and also in the comments. Natasha, thank you so much. Have an amazing evening.
Thank you so much. Okay.
Great stuff. Great stuff.
Hi, Natasha.
All right, bye-bye. Oh, that's awesome. That's so
That was
fun.
awesome.
She's amazing.
Did you see how quiet the three of us were while she was talking? Because she's so engaging while she talks.
Yeah.
You can't help but listen to her, because you can tell how passionate she is about it. And, she's so into what she's saying that even just in this format, not sitting across from her, I was just like so into the moment and just glued to every word she was saying.
You can tell that's her strength.
Yes.
Is
absolutely.
teaching others,
That was impressive. That was impressive.
Yeah.
Great guest. Great guest.
She's amazing. She really is. I'll tell you, just, we had a conversation on the phone, and I tell you, I made a breakthrough. She knows the questions to ask you, and she'll dig down, deep, really.
She's good at what she does.
That's great. Yeah.
I love her voice. Like, she just has such an engaging voice too.
Right.
Yeah.
She talked about comedians bringing joy. Then she doesn't want to go behind the funny with some of the ones we've been behind. Because some of them don't have a lot of joy behind them.
Some go to some dark places. Yeah.
Yeah. So your podcast too. Let's talk a little bit about your podcast. You have comedians on from all over, from all walks of life, right?
Yes. Ace is he does the booking of 99.99% of the guests. Every once in a while, I'll say, "Hey, did you think about this person?" And then he'll get them all lined up and set up and everything. So he does all the booking. And we've had this past year. Just it's funny how the pandemic made us rethink the way that we do it, because we always felt like, we have to have them in person. We have to be there one-on-one talking to them. So we'd either drive to them or they'd come to us. And then when you couldn't be in person with them, we had to think differently, and it opened up a whole new world of guests to us. We talked to someone that Ace used to work with, very funny guy, Al Del Benny in Australia this year.
Wow.
We had him on the podcast, and it was we had a blast.
Yep.
And, that wouldn't have happened before.
Right.
No. And then even some of the West Coast people that we've had, we had Ed Regine, who was a headliner when I started. And for a couple of years, he used to take me all around New England as his opening act. And, he's living out in LA, and we were able to talk to him. We were able to talk to Martin Olson, one of our favorite guests, Bobby Collins, people who are out on the West Coast.
Yeah.
Actually, coming up in in June, we're going to be talking to the head writer at the Conan O'Brien show.
That's right.
Yeah, Brian Kiley. He was a Boston comic, and it's amazing how technology like this has definitely opened up our ability to, to talk to people who aren't necessarily in the area. It's great. It's awesome.
And these guys have been, when we reach out to them, they're awesome because especially now that this makes it a little more convenient for them, they're like, yeah, I'll come on. Yeah. When do you want to schedule something? And they always seem to be open to a time that we have for them, and they come on. And, it's funny. We've had a few people on that neither one of us know. And they'll start chatting with us. And at first we just talked about this the other day. You can hear it when we listen back to the conversation. First 15 minutes, they're a little reserved and they're kind of holding back. And then you hear the turning point when they feel comfortable and they open up and things really change. Is about 15 to 20 minutes in. You hear the turn in their voice, they're laughing, and then the stories just start coming out. And it's great. And I think because there's a lot of podcasts out there that try to be the gotcha podcasts or try to dig the dirt up too quickly or anything like that. And we just try to make it a very comfortable conversation. We want them to talk about whatever they want to talk about. If it takes us someplace great. If they don't want to go there, we don't want to go there either. I don't want them to be uncomfortable. We had a Comic-Con recently who told us about their rock bottom moment that they had and literally stopped in the middle of the story and said, this is the first time I've ever told this story in public before. I've never told this story before. And we even said right in the moment, you don't have to tell this. And she was like, no, I don't mind. This is good to talk about. And told this whole story, and it was amazing. It was a really good story.
And we actually told her, we said after the show, we said we can edit it out, which is the big joke of the show anyway, because Scott doesn't edit anything out. 3/4 of the time you'll hear the whole conversation of, oh, we can edit that out. No, Scott's not going to edit it. Yeah, no, he won't edit it. Yeah,
you actually hear us talk,
and you
about
hear us talking about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that person said, no, that's fine. And there have been a couple of people that we didn't know that came on, and you could tell, like Scott said in the beginning, they're like, now how long are we on for? Oh, yeah. And we're like, I don't know, like 30 minutes if you can do it. And then next thing you know, it's an hour and 15 in, and they're like, wow, this was a lot of fun. You
guys do a great job. You guys do a great job of making everyone feel comfortable. And I told you, and I wasn't kidding, it was one of the most fun podcasts I've ever done. It was fun. I laughed. I had a great time. We told stories, and especially Ace's story.
The big reveal.
You guys, how long have you been working together now?
Oh, geez. Well, I actually met Ace shortly after I started. I was about a year in, and I was doing open mic in Rhode Island, and he would pop in once in a while and do a spot. And it was like he would come in, and people, all of us newbies were like, "Oh, that's a headliner. That's a headliner." But he just would be.
What's a headliner?
That's a headliner.
That guy actually gets paid to do this.
And Scott actually offered me money one night. He offered me a gig. You remember that?
Yes, I do. And you were like, well, I appreciate it, but let me be. Well, someone asked me to do a Christmas party, and they offered me a couple $100. It wasn't a lot of money, but I had no idea what people got paid back then. So I go to Ace. I said, hey, I got offered this party. This is what the money is. And he said, well, just so you know, this is what normal pay rates are for stuff like this. And I was like, oh, okay. I way undershot that one because I had no idea what it is. But he took the time to explain it. Because I asked other people, and they were like, no, I'm busy that night. They didn't even take the time to talk to me, but he took the time to talk to all of us. He would hang out with us nobodies and talk to us. And then just over the years, I would work with him on and off, like John Parada show or something like that. And we just always got along, well, and always had fun on shows together. And then when I started the podcast, he just, was like this puppy that wandered in and wouldn't leave. So
I did. Wait, I said, hey, I noticed you're doing a podcast. If you ever want to guest, let me know. And he was like, yeah, I'll definitely. You
were actually one of the first guests I wanted to get. Because I knew it would be a good conversation because we knew each other. In all fairness, I did want. He was one of the first guests.
He wanted me.
He did.
Anyway,
Well,
but
all right,
no. So he ended up having me on the 4th episode, and then I don't know what was it, like 2 weeks later. I'm like, hey, if you
he was
need,
still there.
no, yeah, I was like, hey, if you need a co-host on the podcast, I'm around on Wednesday nights.
If you want someone to sit in, I'm not doing anything on a Wednesday night. I can sit in.
Or actually,
like,
didn't it start with the turning the tables episode?
No.
No? Oh, all right.
You sat in for one episode, and then you offered to do that one.
And then I said, Scott, you know what would be a great idea? You interview everyone. Why don't you get interviewed so the audience gets to know you? And I just happen to be around that night if you will need me to interview you.
You know, this is the perfect lead-in because you know what time it is.
Uh-oh, is it game time?
For You've Got Game.
Nice.
And guess what today's game is called?
The Newlywed Game?
Knowing me, knowing you. Oh, that's why we had to fill out questions earlier.
So we're gonna.
I had a feeling.
We're gonna see how well you know Scott Ace.
Oh, it's like the Newlywed Game.
It's kind of like it, only
I need cards.
Yeah, I know. That's all right. We'll use the whatever. All right.
The whatever.
The whatever. I love it when I see like blank. So you know what? I just whatever will fit.
Okay.
Right in
there.
We're with you. So who do you think should go first?
I don't care. Either one.
All right. Well, Ace, we'll see how well you know Scott.
Okay.
All right. We're going to see. But first, let's bring up the official scorekeeper, everybody. We love them. We love them. Oh, yeah. Frozen.
I want to work in the summer.
I
just hang out in Ace's garage then.
Do you have
love my scorekeeper? You
is
guys.
Mickey Mouse your scorekeeper? Wearing white gloves.
Maybe my scorekeeper.
Oh, hi boys and girls. I'm keeping score.
My scorekeeper is not to be revealed, and my co-producer, who is my son, he will never be seen on camera. This is all in the contract.
Oh, there you go, Ace. Mickey Mouse.
There's Mickey. There you go.
Steamboat Willie.
All right. Are you ready? Are you ready, Ace?
I'm ready. I'm ready.
So what we're going to do is, let me see if I can do this here. Yeah. Okay.
Whoa, I'm big.
Okay. Are you ready?
I am ready.
You're in the hot seat right now. All right. So
I'll tell you
about Scott.
Okay.
All right. Questions about Scott. These are Scott's questions. He answered them.
Okay.
Let's see how you answer. The scorekeeper is going to be tallying them up. And then at the end, we'll see who the winner is. Okay. The first question we asked Scott was, what is your favorite movie genre? Is it action or comedy?
I'm going to go with comedy.
Okay. The answer was, it was a tie between action and comedy, which is I obviously didn't, I don't know. You know what, scorekeeper, you should decide if.
Give me a half a point for that, scorekeeper.
All right, here's your second question. Ready?
All right.
Scott. We asked Scott if his steak was overcooked, would he send it back?
We've had that discussion before. He would want to send it back, but I think he'd be afraid of what would happen to it if it got sent back. So I'm going to say no.
Okay. The correct answer was, he said he would send it back.
Wow.
He said he would send it back. Yeah.
See, Ace, it depends where. If I'm at like a steakhouse, like Capitol Grill,
you'll send it back. Of course. Yeah, but if you're at Louis' Diner, you're not sending it back.
No, I'm not.
You don't know what's going to happen to it.
Because they cooked it on the griddle anyway. So I'm imagining a steak.
All right.
Let's go through the third one. Ready?
Yeah.
Is he going? What's he going to do first? Is he going to call or is he going to text?
He's going to text because we do it all the time. I get a yo. That's how I know he wants to talk. Yo.
The correct answer is Text. Yes. Yes.
Thank you.
Text yo. Look at
Yo.
the scorekeeper. Oh, that scorekeeper cracks me up.
Scorekeeper's got markers.
Yes, that
All
scorekeeper
right.
has everything. All right. Next question was Scott, pizza or a burger? What's he gonna order?
He's gonna stump me on this because we get pizza every single Wednesday night. But he does like a good burger. I'm gonna go with pizza because it's what we have every week.
Is the correct answer pizza?
Oh, damn.
It's a burger. I'm sorry.
All right.
Sorry. Okay. All right. Yeah, there's more.
I thought I knew you.
Can he sing on key?
Absolutely not.
The correct answer is
Mic drop.
he cannot sing. He cannot sing at all. All right. All right. Does he do the speed limit or does he speed?
I'm gonna go with speed.
The correct answer is speed. Yes. Ooh, you're on a roll. All right, let's keep this going. Would you say he's early, late, or right on time?
I'm gonna go with early because he shows up early for the podcast.
All right. He
He
says that he is usually late.
Really? Wow.
The podcast is the only thing I'm
That's the only thing that you're on
That's the
time
only-
because
for.
I look forward to it every week.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
All right.
See that? All right. This is interesting. Let's see. How does he take his coffee?
Ooh.
I don't know that we've ever had.
I don't believe we've
coffee
ever had
together.
coffee together, my friend.
No.
Let's see.
He could name my alcohol, but not my coffee.
Yeah, I know. Where's that
Your
question?
drink.
I know.
Oh God.
Take a guess.
I'm gonna guess cream one sugar.
And the correct answer is black.
Oh,
He takes his
wow.
coffee black. Okay.
All right.
See? You didn't know you were
God,
going
I
to learn
didn't-
more things about Scott, did
I'll
you?
forget all of this by the time this
I know.
stream ends.
All right. What is Scott's favorite season? His favorite season.
I'm gonna go with summer because I know he likes to camp.
Okay. He likes to camp, but his favorite season is
The fall.
All right. Ready? We're going to go with the next. The next answer is it football, hockey, or baseball?
Well, considering he played football in high school, I'm gonna go with football.
The correct answer is football. All right, we got one more.
All right.
Okay? This could be it. How many siblings does Scott have?
He has. Oh my God, we only talk about your sister. I know. Yeah, no, even friends. Wait a minute. I know about his sister all the time, but now I'm thinking he's got two siblings.
Okay.
I'm going with two.
All right. He says that he only has one
Oh,
sister.
I figured I'd throw a brother in there somewhere.
Yeah, so-
That's why. All right. We're gonna
All
put
right.
Scott. You're in the hot seat now.
He knows me better.
All right. Well,
I know.
we'll see who the better friend is. Who listens?
Well, you realize you're starting a fight. We have to record tomorrow, and he's going to walk in and go, I thought you knew me.
I thought you knew me.
Yeah.
I thought
We
you
might not be
loved me.
recording tomorrow.
Exactly. All
This
right.
could be the end of the Behind the Funny podcast.
Oh my goodness, this is so funny. Let's
This is
see.
her revenge
Rhonda,
for
you
freezing
wanted us
her.
on together.
Oh my goodness. Is it a legal call before texting first? I feel like it's a law now. I know. Everybody texts first before they call.
I
Is it
do.
okay? Can you talk now? It's like, I'm just calling you. Sometimes I get so mad. Tom Hoyes thinks this is very interesting. I know. I'm probably starting a war. All right. Let's see how well you know Ace. First question. What is Ace's favorite music genre?
I don't know. I don't know if you'd call it heavy metal or rock.
And the
But
correct answer is rock. Good job. All right. How about Ace? Is he early, late, or right on time?
early.
Early. He says that he's usually on time, but sometimes late.
I'm surprised at that.
Mm.
I'm I'm surprised at that.
Maybe it's just like he's looking forward to getting together with you. So.
Yes, I'm always early for Scott.
How
That's
about,
what it
how
is.
about Ace? Can Ace sing on key?
Oh, I've never heard him sing. His brother can.
Okay. You
So
guys
I'm going to say
karaoke?
no.
Never sang in the car?
We've never done
No.
carpool karaoke. No.
No. But I'm going to say the musical gene is in the family, so yes.
Okay, and the correct answer is yes, he can sing on key. Yeah, I know he can play the trumpet, right?
You don't do all the fingers at once now.
Yeah. And hand
I didn't
puppets.
say I was good at charades.
And
Okay.
he's really good at hand puppets.
Are you? No, to my friend.
Yes.
Okay, are you ready?
All right.
Cookout or a gala? Gala.
Cookout.
Gala.
Cookout.
Cookout. The correct answer is cookout. Very good. All right. What is Ace's favorite word or phrase?
Ooh. I'm drawing a blank on this one. Other than making fun of Mike Murray, I don't know. Listen.
Listen, that's not right.
That's not right. I'm
His,
totally blank.
all right. His favorite phrase is to your point.
Oh, that's the drinking game.
I say that on the podcast all the time. We actually take a drink every time I say to your point to a guest because I say it so much.
Well, I
That's
guess
why
he doesn't know that because
Mm.
he's drinking.
No, because
Yeah.
usually I legally can't drive 20 minutes into the podcast because he says
Yeah,
so
right.
much.
All right. So the next question is, what is Ace's celebrity crush?
You have a celebrity crush?
He
I know
does.
all his, I could name all his
Tough one.
real crushes.
Shh, don't tell our secrets.
That's another podcast.
Yeah. I don't know if we've ever talked about this one.
Well,
I
you
know
are-
you're jealous of Dane Cook because of his Good Luck Chuck movie
Yeah, but
where he
that's
was
not it.
Jessica Alba. That's the only one I could think of. I don't think
She's-
you've ever talked to anybody.
She's
All
on
right,
the list, but
All right. It's not Jessica Alba. It's Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Yeah, never heard that before. Yeah.
All right. Is there a food that Ace will not eat? Are you even friends? That's killing me.
Yeah, anything that touches other food. No, that's
No,
Mike Murray.
Mike Murray.
That's all right. Food that he won't eat.
Is there a food that he won't eat?
Being the chef that he is, that's a tough one because it's an M&M's. Is that why you're holding them up?
I love M&M's. I love Chick-fil-A too.
Mm,
I'll say Brussels sprouts.
Brussels sprouts. The food that he won't eat, there is no food that he
I
won't
didn't think so.
I just made Brussels sprouts last week.
Yeah.
Brussels sprouts.
Twinkies filled with mayo?
All right.
Oh,
Now that
that's wrong.
I might take one bite.
I've had snails. Snails are good.
Mm.
All right, are you ready? Let's see. Is he a glass half full or glass half empty?
Oh, no, you need the third option. Who the hell's drinking my drink?
Yeah.
You're saying a bad word on my show.
No, he's a glass half full guy.
He is a glass half full guy. You're
Definitely.
correct.
Definitely.
All right. How about does he love or hate roller coasters?
Love.
The correct answer is love. Okay.
My questions were easier.
No, I don't think so.
You just
All
know me
right.
better.
Maybe. We'll see who the better friend is.
Okay. Scott's already ahead.
And of course, the better friend is going to get the Rhonda Corey Comedy Hand Sanitizer. 100% clean comedy, 100% clean hands. What? Okay.
Well, I know all this stuff because I show up to his house early.
Yeah,
when he's not there, and I go through all his stuff.
Yeah, that's how he knows. Why don't you ask him my bank account number? He's going to know that too.
Well, he can tell me that. We'll just type that in.
Okay.
All right.
Sitcom.
Or drama? The correct
Sitcom.
answer is sitcom. You are correct. All right, and the last one. Ready? Books. Will he read the book or will he listen to it?
Audio.
Audio. The correct answer is audio. All right.
You are the better friend.
Now, yes, we don't know. We'll see who the better friend
No,
is.
he
We'll
smoked me. Are you kidding?
All right, ready? Let's see. We're gonna go back.
Well, that one was easy. You're in the car so much for your job. I'm sure you're
All
listening.
right, so we have 8 to 5 and a half. 8 to 5 and a half.
Hey,
winner of
my score was also my height. 5'6".
Scott Higgins is the better friend. I should have called it the better friend. That's
The better
awesome.
friend.
Let's give him a round.
Congrats,
of
buddy.
applause. That's awesome. Take a bow. Take a bow. Wow, that was kind of fun. That was
kind of.
Yeah.
Sure.
It was kind of like I didn't realize I was going to throw somebody under the bus, but
but you did.
But I did, and
you should ask questions like, "What does he do that annoys you? What does he do that annoys you?"
Yeah,
that would be horrible if I did that. I would never do that.
Oh, these your sponsors, A&W and Dr.
Pen.
Pepper?
No, I guess.
I think they're trying to get us to pick which one.
Pick which one.
A&W.
I like Dr. Pepper.
There you go.
See, whatever I say, he's going to say the opposite anyway. So it doesn't even matter.
Oh,
doesn't even matter.
Stop.
Oh my gosh, you guys, this is so much fun. This show goes by so fast. I can't believe.
I know.
We have to already talk about who's going to be on next week's show.
You have Mr. Incredible on next week?
I don't. Well, but I do have as my guest co-host, Maurice Brown is coming back.
Wow, very nice.
And then Chick the Comedian is coming back, and not coming back for the very first time. He will be here. I actually worked with him in Connecticut a few years back, and so he's going to be on. And I have a special guest with a new segment, and that will be June Colson will be doing that segment, but it's a surprise. So you'll have to come and join us next Tuesday night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. You can view all of Talk is Cheaps on the Rhonda Corey Comedy Facebook page or the YouTube page, or you can see the repeats on Roku. Actually, we have the repeats on Roku on the Creative Motion Network app. So the Creative Motion Network station app on the Roku devices. You know, this is why I will never get hired to do a radio show, because I'm not good at it. But that's all right. But all of the information, of course, is in the comments. And again, if you want to follow Scott Higgins, you can do that. We have his yeah, of course we do. We have all of your ways to follow you. Scott Higgins Live Productions on Facebook, Scott Higgins Live on Instagram, and Scott_Higgins on Twitter. And of course, we're going to show the Behind the Funny podcast in a second. But if you want to follow Ace Aceto, you can do that. AceAceto.lol, Ace Aceto on Facebook, and Ace.Aceto on Instagram. And you guys have to listen to the Behind the Funny podcast, especially my episode. It was so fun. The big reveal, Behind the Funny on Facebook, and BTF Pod on Twitter. Frozen, yes. No, not that episode. I was in my own house, so I had the control of the heat. But
the toasty episode.
Yeah. But that episode's on there too somewhere. But in the comments, so you can go back and look for those episodes. You can they're all on there. So anyway, oh my gosh, my scorekeeper is amazing. I want to say thanks to my scorekeeper. I also want to tell you about Natasha. Don't forget about Natasha, you guys. You know you're miserable in your jobs, so make sure you go and check out Natasha on Natasha Mashel Career Coaching on Facebook and LinkedIn. And you can also follow her on her email, Natasha Mashel Coaching at gmail.com. Are you even friends? That is what I should have called the episode, the game.
Yes.
Yes. If we were going to you name all your episodes.
We do.
That's what I have to see what you named my episode. Oh, you called it Talk is Cheap, I think.
Yeah,
I think we did for this one. Yeah.
We were trying to promote your show.
Yes. And
I don't remember what we called the first one. Something like Rhonda Sickle, something like that.
Something like that.
That would have been
Rhonda
perfect.
visits the meat locker.
No kidding. How true is that? Oh my gosh, it was funny. But I had a nice time on your podcast that time, after I defrosted and stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right, you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody who was watching. Thanks to my co-producer, Alex, and scorekeeper. I love you. And everybody that's joined us tonight. And I hate to say it, but you guys can stick around for a minute. Episode 89, Talk is Cheap, is out.
I will hold, I will hold, I will hold. Ain't no man, ain't no woman, ain't no thing, no, there ain't nothing gonna bring me down. Yeah. Well, I've said a lot of things that don't amount to nothing.